Well, we are very privileged now to have Mr. Little Richard as our special guest, and I guess you could brief people again on what your full name is.
Well, Red, you know, my full name is Ricardo Wayne Penniman.
Penniman.
That's right.
And you've composed a lot of songs. I see on this new one, I Love My Baby, and the flip side, you've composed both sides.
Yes, I did. When I was 13 years old.
Is that when you were 13?
Yes, and they just released it.
Well, you were 13 years old when you wrote that song? Well, what made them bring it out now? I mean, was it your idea?
Well, they was trying to rely on the popularity of Specialty.
Oh, I see, yeah. Well, I hear you're retiring from the music industry. Could you tell us why?
Well, because, you know, when I came to show business, I used to play organ for the church when I was 14, long years ago. And I always wanted to be an evangelist. And so I listened to Billy Graham, and I love his work. I think it's wonderful. And so I just want to do something for the Lord. I think it'd be better anyway.
Mm-hmm. Did you see Billy Graham when he was in New York?
Oh, yes. I've seen him a million times. He's wonderful.
So you are, in a way, tired of this business called show business, aren't you?
Yes, I have nothing against it. I mean, it's wonderful. I enjoy meeting all the teenagers and all the older peoples, too. But it's just the inward feeling that I have that I want to do something for the Lord, you know, because I just feel that the time is near. I figure that all of us are supposed to do something for Him because He's been good to all of us.
Well, it's real fine. And when do you think your retiring time will come around?
Well, it'll come around about the last of September, the 1st of October.
That'll be the end of your contract and everything?
Then I go to school to take seminary.
Where will that be taking place at?
UCLA.
University of California, Los Angeles. Well, that's real fine. Are you a married man?
No, I'm not. I live with my mother and 10 kids.
Is that right?
Yes.
Gee, it's a big family there. Are you the oldest one in the family?
No, I'm the fourth one.
You are the fourth, eh? Well, gee, where does your family live?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I didn't Beverly Hills, but it's still Los Angeles.
That's down in the country where it almost shines all the time. Not all the time. We'll not say that. I mean, that's a good publicity thing for the Chamber of Commerce down in California, but it's not necessarily true. Well, this song, Jenny Jenny, are these new songs? Jenny Jenny, a new one? Yes,
it's new, but I wrote it about 2 years ago, but it's new on records.
Well, before you leave the show business and other angles of entertainment, could you make a couple of hit predictions? Could you tell us what the future of this thing called rock and roll is? What do you think it is? How long do you think it's going to last?
Well, Red, I think that rock and roll is a beat, and to be truthful, I love rock and roll. The beat do something to me like it do the teenagers. I mean, it do something to all of us. You know, it gets you. You try to resist, but when you know the thing, you're in there with the rest of them. But I think the rock and roll will be long as the teenagers go for it, and when they stop going for it, when would that be?
You can't tell, because as long as there's teenagers, there'll be music, that's for sure.
True. And the little babies seem like it, and they haven't got grown up yet.
I remember one time I wrote the Cashbox magazine, and I told Bob Austin down there, I said, I have a woman calling me up every night, and she wants to hear one of your records, and she rocks the baby to sleep while it's playing. And he wrote it up in Cashbox, and I thought that was real fine. By the way, how old are you?
23.
You're 23 years old.
Right.
And I guess you've been in show business a long, long time.
I've been in the show business ever since I was 11 years old, but my name didn't get out. I was on King Brothers Circus. I wasn't a clown, though. I was putting up tents, and I wasn't singing.
Where did you get your name? Where did this name Little Richard come from?
Well, I used to play organ for First Baptist Church, and I was the smallest thing playing organ in church, so they started calling me Little Richard. You told me, I think it was last year when you were here, something about a medicine show you once traveled with, too? Yeah, I used to be on LJ Health and Dr. Hudson Medicine Show. Oh, gee, that's wonderful. I guess you've been around this country a couple times now, eh? Oh, yes, it's nice. In a way, you'll be... I've been in all countries now, but Russia. Have you? Yes. You've been in England? I've been in England, played the Palladium. How was it? It's wonderful. Sure. I met Prince Margaret. I guess you've been around the world. But in a way, don't you ever get tired of being on the road all the time, never being home? I'm tired because I've been out on a tour for 2 years and I haven't been off a day yet. So after this, I rest. I'm tired of it now. And it's guys like me that you get tired of looking at. Disc jockeys from one end of the country. If it wasn't for the disc jockeys, I couldn't be here. Oh, no, I know it. Oh, well, you've got a big show tonight out there at the Exhibition Gardens. And, right. Well, it's a 3-stop Canadian tour here in Victoria and Nanaimo, and this is the last one tonight here in Vancouver. And so everybody's invited to get out there and see Little Richard. What'd you say, bud? Oh, on Almanac on TV tonight? That's real fine. We'll have to watch for Little Richard there, too. How do you like that? Putting the plug in for that other video right on my show. That's all right. Mr. Bud Hayden, the fellow that handles the labels, sitting here like a manager, giving out little hints here and there. Well, have you got another album coming out? Any more releases before you retire? I have a new record to be out about 3 days from now called By the Light of the Silvery Moon. and Good Golly Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Is that an old number?
No, I don't know, but it's new for me.
In a way, it reminds me of, no, I mean, just the way the title rhymes, like Lottie, Lottie, Miss Claudy.
Oh, an idea.
An idea there. What's it called again?
Good Golly Miss Molly and By the Light of the Silver Moon. It's an old standard.
Oh, gee. Well, I know that's an old standard for sure. You got an album coming out like your other one?
Yes, I have one coming out very soon where I'm just playing the organ, playing some progressive jazz, mixing it.
Tell me something. You know this record, I Love My Baby? Mm-hmm. Who is on vibes there? Bob McGavin, every day I play it, comes running and says, who's on vibes? It sounds like Hampton.
No, it's Johnny Otis.
Johnny Otis. It's tremendous. Whose idea was it for this arrangement? Your own?
Well, I didn't know anything about ideas along then. It was him. It was Johnny.
Well, it's been real fun tonight talking to little Ricardo Wayne Penniman, whose real name is Little Richard, and while he's down in the studio this time, last time we talked to him, we were out at the Kerrisdale Arena, and boy, you were really running that night. Remember you got in late?
Yeah, it was late to get killed.
What happened anyway?
Well, this was my first time over, and I didn't know the way, and I got messed up at the border. They kept me there for about 4 hours to get me in here.
How do you like our little ferry service between the islands?
It's beautiful. I think it's wonderful.
Well, gee, it's wonderful, and it's been wonderful talking to you, Richard, and we hope you the best, wish you the best of luck, rather, in your future career, and I know you'll do good at it because you've done real fine for the rock and roll industry, that's for sure, and for the music business.
Thank you very much, and it's been nice being out, and I want to tell everybody to be down tonight because we're going to really rock it up tonight.
So get out there and see him, won't you? At Exhibition Gardens, Little Richard, from 9 until 1 o'clock. It's been real fine talking to you, and thanks for coming on our show.